First of all, let me just say I could not have a better senior senator than our great senator from the state of Illinois, Dick Durbin. I have too many friends to mention, each one of them individually, but it is good to be back home. It is good to be home. It is good to be home. It is good to have Michelle home. The girls are with us tonight, but we asked them, did you want to come on stage? And Malia, our 9-year-old, said, Daddy, you know that's not my thing. So they're upstairs doing what they do. Before I begin, I just want to send my condolences to the victims of the storms that hit Tennessee and Arkansas today. They are in our thoughts and in our prayers, and we hope that our federal government will respond quickly and rapidly to make sure that they get all the help that they need. The polls are just closing in California, and the votes are still being counted in cities and towns across America. But there is one thing, you know I love you back. But there is one thing on this February night that we do not need the final results to know. Our time has come. Our time has come. Our movement is real, and change is coming to America. Only a few hundred miles from here, almost 1 year ago to the day, as Dick said, we stood on the steps of the old state capitol to reaffirm a truth that was spoken there so many generations ago, that a house divided cannot stand, that we are more than a collection of red states and blue states. We are and always will be the United States of America. What began as a whisper in Springfield soon carried across the cornfields of Iowa, where farmers and factory workers, students and seniors stood up in numbers we have never seen before. They stood up to say that maybe this year we don't have to settle for a politics where scoring points is more important than solving problems. Maybe this year we can finally start doing something about health care we can't afford. Maybe this year we can start doing something about mortgages we can't pay. Maybe this year, this time can be different. Their voices echoed from the hills of New Hampshire to the deserts of Nevada, where teachers and cooks and kitchen workers stood up to say that maybe Washington doesn't have to be run by lobbyists anymore. Maybe the voices of the American people can finally be heard again. They reached the coast of South Carolina when people said that maybe we don't have to be divided by race and region and gender. That crumbling schools are stealing the future of black children and white children. That we can come together and build an America that gives every child, everywhere, the opportunity to live out their dreams. This time can be different. And today, on this Tuesday in February, in states north and south, east and west, what began as a whisper in Springfield has swelled to a chorus of millions calling for change. It's a chorus that cannot be ignored, a chorus that cannot be deterred. This time can be different because this campaign for the presidency of the United States of America is different. It's different not because of me. It's different because of you. Because you are tired of being disappointed. And you're tired of being let down. You're tired of hearing promises made and plans proposed in the heat of a campaign only to have nothing change when everyone goes back to Washington. Nothing changes because lobbyists just write another check. Or politicians start worrying about how they'll win the next election instead of why they should. Or because they focus on who's up and who's down instead of who matters. And while Washington is consumed with the same drama and divisions and distractions, another family puts up a for sale sign in their front yard. Another factory shuts its doors. Another soldier waves goodbye as he leaves on another tour of duty in a war that should have never been authorized and should have never been waged. It goes on and on and on. But in this election, at this moment, you are standing up all across this country to say, not this time. Not this year. The stakes are too high and the challenge is too great to play the same Washington game with the same Washington players and somehow expect a different result. This time must be different. This time we have to turn the page. This time we have to write a new chapter in American history. This time we have to seize the moment. Now, this isn't about me, and it's not about Senator Clinton. As I've said before, she was a friend before this campaign. She'll be a friend after it's over. I respect her. I respect her as a colleague. I congratulate her on her victories tonight. She's been running an outstanding race. But this fall, we owe the American people a real choice. We have to choose between change and more of the same. We have to choose between looking backwards and looking forwards. We have to choose between our future and our past. It's a choice between going into this election with Republicans and independents already united against us, or going against their nominee with a campaign that has united Americans of all parties, from all backgrounds, from all races, from all religions, around a common purpose. It's a choice between having a debate with the other party about who has the most experience in Washington, or having one about who's most likely to change Washington, because that's a debate that we can win. It's a choice between a candidate who's taken more money from Washington lobbyists than either Republican in this race, and a campaign that has not taken a dime of their money because we have been funded by you. You have funded this campaign.